Whittleton Creek. 47. I've marked your map with several points of interest. We're running this mission with very little upfront intel, but these locations could provide clues to help you obtain the information we need. Good luck.
Probably heard about Charles Blake before. He's the chairman of your homeowners association. Right? See that guy who tried to ban maple syrup while that doesn't sound like him. If he did, I'm sure there was a very good reason. Anyway, Charles is running for office this year, and I know he did good work on the undercover agent. You managed to blend in very nicely.
Thank you, sir. They've gone entirely native.
Nolan Cassidy is down. Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention.
He owns a big chunk of the land around. Was that a client? You're, I swear I have a license for it. I just don't bring it with me.
You can't just confiscate my property.
I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mole in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man. Let the flesh change the mole. You don't need it. We're gonna keep this thing running.
Found another pack? Yeah. Tossed into the trash like the others. I really like that now. But Mr. Janus wants home. Stop.
Is muffin day, Gunther. But I'm not seeing any muffins here.
I think some of the boys may have been a little snack hungry, Mr. Janus.
I remember the first time I had a blueberry muffin. 1976. The American Embassy in East Berlin. In the old Prussian Officers Club. I was there on a diplomatic assignment, of course.
At last, the actions of the first constant catch up with him. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like James. Still,
He's been sitting there most of the day. I don't know what he's reading, but it looks like it's the most interesting thing he's ever come across.
The new Cassandra Snow novel, maybe. Slivers of Past Shimmers, or something like that.
Oh, no way.
Hey, I think you left this behind. The new Cassandra Snow novel, maybe. Slivers of Past Shimmers, or something like that. See, my wife's reading it now. I can't get her to do anything around the house.
No, it's not a novel. I think it's a journal, or a diary. He's one of the security people working over at that old Russian guy's house. It's gotta be something from the old man's archives.
Oh.
if that's one of Janus's diaries, it might contain some important information about his past.
My books these days.
Our past.
Or maybe something that can help us locate the Constant. Janus's many diaries. He's apparently been the chairman of the Ark Society for years. He stepped down very recently, but is still attached to the society. Well, 47, this is valuable information.
Oh yeah, the bird guy.
I think he comes early.
Chat with the bird. Spend more time with them.
A couple of weeks ago, I walked past.
Your house is slightly different shade of purple. It
Your
just seemed like
house
one of
is
those things
so
in cartoon
beautiful.
character.
I'm really impressed by all the wonderful things you have here. I wish my husband would let me have that much art inside the house. But he gets, well, he doesn't appreciate it the same way I do.
Well, Richard and I have similar interests, so it's really not that hard to get him to go along with my ideas. Although I have
Why
to
are
say,
you
it's
all
been
up in my
challenging to
face?
find a good
Give me
place for
some
my old
space, man.
microfilm viewer. Right now, it's just collecting dust in the attic.
Microfilm? That's an interesting thing to collect.
Well, it's sort of a hobby that never really took off. Besides, I don't have any microfilm to play on the viewer anyway. I'm not sure I could find any either.
Well, Janus next door collects all kinds of ancient memorabilia. He might have a roll or tape or whatever it is that sort of thing uses. I'm sure he'd be delighted to lend you something.
That's very good
Back
to
in the
know.
day,
Thank
Janus
you.
was known for his obsessive need to archive and keep memorabilia. If he has any microfilm in his house, it might contain something interesting.
Such a fool!
Hey, wouldn't you like to come out, stand, and join us, giving away all these wonderful muscle things?
Oh, I'd love to, my darling, but I've got to do some sewing. Janus has a dressing gown that needs a few touch-ups, and he's getting anxious. Apparently he needs it for something too.
You seem to have so
A
many
robe
things
for
going on,
Janus.
Mrs. West.
What could he need that for?
How you find the time?
Well, when you're retired, you can get an astonishing amount of things done. Ah, James. How's it going out there at the muffin stand?
Just fine, Mrs. West. They're moving fast. One guy out there in particular seems to really like them. Not a local fellow.
Oh, that's nice. Are there enough cakes, or do I need to make...
Well, that was exciting.
Ah, James. How's it going out there at the muffin stand?
Just fine, Mrs. West. They're moving fast.
A ceremonial robe of some sort with a note from Janus attached. The note is interesting. Janus has asked Helen to do a few repairs on the robe before he leaves for his annual trip. He even put a date there. This is valuable information, 47.
long did he come for? Sure. Far enough, sir. The old man can't remember any of his
One of Janus's old microfilms. It might contain important information. All you need now is to find a device to read it on.
Hey, did you drop off the surveillance tapes on Janus at the house? Cassidy, exactly.
Yeah, added them to the file.
Oh, geez, darling, I'm so hungry. Have you seen those beautiful patties back there?
And Mr. Wilson standing behind the grill, even though there's clearly no more gas on it.
These new folks are strange. Did you see that cat that is
Strange, all right. Oh, maybe he's a vegan? I don't trust a man who can't eat a rare steak.
This is more serious. They're our neighbors. Anyway, have secrets. We have a right to know them. The Wilson sounds like a made-up name if you ask me.
Clearly, Janus is a meticulous man. This microfilm contains a lot of heavily redacted minutes from what appears to be a yearly event of some sort. Plenty of initials and project code names that don't ring any bells. Janus is mentioned by name throughout, however. This is a very important find, 47. Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society. And we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this.